Good evening, race fans, and welcome to this exciting matchup on the Go Mode podcast. This is game 3 of the quarterfinals for the Gold Sword bracket for the Mentor Tournament 2025. My name is Malchior, joined here with Furious Prince. Here we go. We're down to a pivotal game 3 between CaffyJD and Buttergrapes. How you feeling, Furious?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to go and see which one of these runners is going to make it into that semifinals. We should be getting going here in just a few minutes. But yeah, game 3. Both runners have taken one apiece. This is going to be Cavs boots, so we're going to have the first 5 minutes be, the same thing.
Yep. And so game 1 was won by CaffyJD. Margin within like 2 to 3 minutes. Game 2 won by Buttergrapes. Again, margin just like 2 minutes and some change. So both these guys have had very tight races up to this point, and I expect nothing less for game 3.
Yeah, we should begin just in a couple of minutes. There's just a little bit of desync, and there we go.
So here we go. Kaz Boots. We get to start off going fast, but we got to play the game yield vanilla style to get there. So I'm going to watch these lines. Good opening house line for Caffy. Butter got a little extra step in there. And we're rolling.
And there's just going to be a little bit of syncing up.
It's all good. Clean into the pit. So 100 rupees already in the bank is very nice. We'll be able to talk to the merchant at CAC when we get there. And bombs in the guard pool. That's good. Caffy trying to stick around, see if he could get another bomb drop. 1 minute entry, 101 entry. Here we go. First true test. Guard 1 on the keys.
Lamaga reminding us in chat that this is actually the last of the quarterfinal matches that we have left to see before we move into the semifinals, starting tomorrow. Ooh, nice mirror.
Yeah, Butter got the double. Caffy did not. Opening mirror is so interesting. Doesn't do much without a moon pearl yet, but it could create some, I guess, very, very kind of succinct overworld routing if you can do both dark and light world checks at the same time.
Yeah, it leads into a lot of, hey, if I find X, Y, and Z, I can check, A, B, C.
Mm-hmm.
But both these runners should be following their ABCDs anyways, and always beat Crystal Dungeons first.
Always beat your crystal dungeons. I like that Caffy took that top line to get around the guards blocking just like the pillars. But he did take a little step back to get an extra bomb pack. So just a second behind Buttergrapes as we go to Spike Knight. Buttergrapes on flawless health, Caffy 2.5. 8 swings to get Chain Knight down. Caffy swings are a little faster.
Yeah,
and he's going for it. Butter took a little too many hits. Glove opening.
Yeah, speaking of finding those
cool.
XYZs.
Speaking of having the mirror as your opening checks, Buttergrapes does not notice. Oh, Caffy, good awareness to mirror to make the escape quicker. I mean, it's very rare within the very first chest you open, or like, I guess the third item check, you get a mirror to make this infinitely quicker. You've practiced your cast boots, you've practiced your lines, you know how fast you want to go, you want to get out in like 5-10.
But by that same token, you're practicing Kaz boots. How often in any of your practices have you found mirror that quickly?
Exactly. Negligible. Probably 0, actually.
So I don't blame Buttergrapes. Unfortunately, now just realizing that they had the mirror, so it is going to be about a minute or two behind Caffy.
Yeah, he's probably only like a minute right now, if even that much. At least he caught it at some point. Yeah, I know. It's just gotta keep your head aware. Here we go. Piece of heart map. Oh, buddy. Opening up with the Master Sword already.
Someone
All
say
we need is a
Agassi?
lamp. And yeah, all we need is a lamp. We got our Aga package. With the aid of the mirror, Caffy's gonna have a very quick escape, closing out on 415.
Well, ooh, that is not what you want to see this early on a seed.
No. I don't think we're gonna have an Aga package much anymore. I think what we're gonna have is we're gonna find either hammer or mitts, and the game's gonna say, "All right, pick your poison. The entire game is open to you now. What do you want to dig first to find your items?"
Yeah, and I know that that can be very overwhelming for newer runners. Just I have suddenly, 5 minutes in, the entire world available to me.
Yep.
We haven't seen a map check just yet either, so we still don't know about our Light World dungeons at the moment.
We'll find out in a bit. Pre-pull fivers for Caffy. That might have been a tier 2.
Umaga saying fully green map is an awful case, and all I can think of is playing an ice around Hunt Seed.
For reals. Alright, nothing on Lumberjack.
Oh, there's our...
There we go, red pendant at Eastern, red crystal at Desert, and then we got another crystal at Hera. So it looks like the Dark World's gonna be pretty loaded this evening. Ooh, 300 waiting at the Woods drop.
Just to respond to chat, I don't think the lamp is the worst way that we can go right now. Finding another glove, absolutely, because that instantly puts you Dark World. At least with the lamp, it's just well, I have Mountain, I have Mirror, so probably Hera. Yeah, the lamp will always put Aga in your mind, but I don't think it's the first thing you think about when you have the mirror this early.
I agree. Yep, I would definitely consider anything I could get done in the Mountain first. Finding glove would be atrocious.
Yeah, finding a glove, go to Dark World. Find a lamp, anything but Aga.
Half magic to make lives easy. And a bottle so we can easily immediately touch the sick kid, so that's good.
I don't know if we want to touch the sick kid. That's how COVID started.
Oh, bow. That's nice to have, but Eastern's a pendant. We can heal the sick kid. Just give him a B. He loves sting therapy.
A little bit of a miscue by buttergrapes, unless they were just making sure they saw everything correctly.
And he likes this tree pull. He did this in game 2 as well.
TJ, you might be onto something. Like, we're still not that far. I still kind of believe, though, if we find a lamp, I'm not going to Aga. I'm probably going to the Mountain and then the Eastern.
Yeah.
Hera's a crystal. Go ahead and beat Hera first.
But we found oh, Cappy's got a hammer. Cappy's got a hammer. Where was that hammer?
More than likely bottle vendor. Oh, and there's powder, so we
yeah,
can go
well, yeah, because I saw the whole well. I looked away for a second. I was reading chat. So here we go. The Dark World is open. Now you could go to Pod. Who needs Easter?
Chat is letting us know that the hammer was in the well.
Man, I missed it. Gracious.
Yeah, Lumarga's correct. Stackerigo indeed. Go do Magic Bat, and then I'm probably saving quitting and like we're already here, so it's not out of the way to go do go do Village of Outcasts, but you're going to go down, you're going to do Race Game. I'd probably save and quit and do Hype Cape before anything else.
That's interesting. I wouldn't mind going up, doing VOO, doing race game and all that stuff. I can't turn in the frog yet because I don't have mitts. 5 hearts is still a little too soon for Thieves Town. Oh, we're turning in the golden bee. Look at that. Extra bottle for Caffy. I think it was a bottle. I could tell. Yeah. I like the idea of hype cave. Hype cave over to pod. Yeah, I like that. You ain't got a lot of hearts if you got to do dark pod, but it's doable. CaffyJD gonna be the first one over to race game. So interesting bit of trivia. They were a little slow to find bombs in game 2, and Buttergrapes had to change up his CAC route. In game 2, Buttergrapes missed a hook shot on race game for like the first 30 minutes. And still managed to claw back and win. So Cappy's on your route. Here we go.
Yeah, I still don't know if I like Caffy having skipped those 3 bombs on race game. It's a nice 3 bombs. You only have 5. You're obviously going to be using 2 here for Hype Cave. It's just, I personally would have grabbed them. Oh, and a quick little map check.
So we got
Pendant
green
pod,
pendant ice and pendant pod.
and then 5-6
Believe
on
in
Swamp
pendant
Melons.
pod. Yep, 5 at swamp.
So
But believe in pendant pod.
all of East, well, Hyrule is clearable, other than, you know, needing that lamp, which I'm sure both these runners being in the Gold Sword bracket are very capable at doing their dark rooms.
Okay, and now I gotta admit, forget pod. Hype Cave, the play. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a trip over to BOO, Stumpy, all that goodness now. Caffy wants to go ahead and get over to Mini Moldorm, clean up his light world before. What do you think about this? How much do you value the light world if the game has shown you this progression route through the dark world?
I'm going to the mountain. 100% I'm going to the mountain. You have that mirror, you have the hammer, you have the mitts. Do the entire mountain in one go. The only thing you'd be isolating is Spike Cave, which you can't do at the moment anyways. Get the information you need for Turtle Rock. You know Turtle Rock is a crystal.
In my mind, and it could be just because I'm newer, it could just be I have a preference that I like doing my dungeons. I was liking South Forest, over through Stumpy, race game, such and such. I don't have to do Smith Chain yet, but I would do VOO and then take everything I found through VOO to do Thieves Town.
Well, with Thief Sound's clearable, but Skull's not beatable. If you go up the mountain,
That's
Hera's
fair.
clearable, but you also have Paradox Cave, and you can get the Bonkable Chest and
The
Hookshot
Mario.
Cave, get your information on Turtle Rock. I just feel like there's a little bit more
Combos.
value going to the mountain because it's just a denser check.
Yeah, you like all those chests and paradox. I got you.
And TJ's also say those mitts are bad because, like we were just talking at the beginning of the race, the sooner the seed opens up, the worse it's going to be for our runners. There's just so many overwhelming things to check that they can lead to both route divergence, which is good for us, but it can also be very, very confusing for the runners. Like, where do I go?
Yep. But I must say, this is exactly what I wanted to see. Our game 2 was very much a follow this linear route. There is nothing else available. I wanted game 3 to be a plethora of choices, and that is exactly what we're getting.
I also like TJ's suggestion about breaking into Ice Palace. You know flippers can't be there, but everything else could be. It could be Firelocked Fire, so if Fire Rod is there by chance, just immediately go over and do Thieves Town into Skull Woods, clear 2 of your dungeons back to back.
The only reason I'm not going to Ice Palace yet is that this is not a lot of hearts.
Well, we have 2
I would
bottles.
get 1 potion from like the witch lady before I break into Ice Palace. Like I can fake flipper, that's fine, no worries.
Well, that depends on what we find right here.
Yeah, this if I get something good here, I don't mind breaking into ice. A fairy, sure, I could do it.
It's already out of logic, but so is Ice Palace, so it's not like this. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah. But wait, is ice I can't read. Ice is a pendant. Why are we breaking into Ice Palace?
Firelock Fire.
Yeah, just banking on the meme.
Yes. There's
Okay.
a lot more, just like Pendant Pod. It happens more often than you think. And finding book on
Whoa.
Sora.
Interesting.
And Sean, you're 100% correct. We have a lot of things that are better to do than breaking an Ice Palace, especially Green Pendant Ice Palace, that also is out of logic. But it's Green Pendant Ice Palace, so may as well take that over to Pod and Eastern, because those are your other two pendants. Get all your checks done in one go.
Now that I have this book, now I'd be considering the mountain. Because I can route in Ether at the same time.
I like what Caffy's doing right here. He's going over, he's doing Stumpy, he's doing Big Game, grabbing the Smith, doing probably the entirety of Smith Chain, and then
all VOO, Thieves Town, all this is happening right now.
Actually, I don't think that's what's going on. I think he's going and doing Smith Chain so that he can go back and do Bombos Tablet with that book.
Oh, yeah, that could happen too. That's very out of the way, but you did just find this. I like K45. Okay, nothing's there. Buttergrapes wants the King's Tomb. I would have routed this in when I'm in Dark World so I can do Graveyard Ledge as well. There should be so much divergence. Oh wow, a mushroom. We're finding all of our escort quest items.
Yeah,
or fetch quest.
This again goes back to there's just so many things open. We're already speculating on routes and we don't have any clue as to what they're thinking. Buttergrapes immediately going to check that mushroom. I don't hate this.
I kind of like this. You're in the area.
You're right there. There's the bridge. You don't have to flipper. You don't have to hook shot. It's just a quick, nice little check.
Yeah, I like this.
Choosing to not go the north route there.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Caffy is grabbing that Smith.
Fill up your potions. You're right there. You got like 800 rupees.
Well, that depends on if they even want to do, you know, anything of note.
400, never mind.
Yeah, because they still haven't checked Zora as far as I remember, and they still have to get that book from the fish.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got it.
Oh, that puts the book back in logic. I mean, the book was in logic with the glove, but that puts that fairy in logic, as well as following TJ's advice of going to Ice Palace. TJ, you're right. You win a lifetime of Rando Seeds. And maybe a
I think
he
was gonna take that. I think he was gonna take that anyway.
Never changed, TJ.
Alright, Cappy's leaving the purple chest. He doesn't want to do the full escort quest yet. I think they're both gonna be hitting up Thieves Town soon. Alright, we just gonna be done in an hour. This scene is crazy.
I rolled a jet seed. This is a crazy game 3 already. We're only 20 minutes in.
And you're right here with Veer for the immediate turn in. This is wild.
Wow. And they're routing it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Now please, Caffy, go give us a ped check and tell me that this is a ped seed too. Make my day.
No, Gunlord. No. I could get to bed on time.
We're going into Ice Palace. Pod and Eastern are both clearable right now. All your pendants are clearable. And in, well, I was gonna say in Logic, but that's not true.
Here we go, doubling down on Thieves Town.
I want to respond to chat. It is currently 10:20 p.m. Eastern time, so you say that like we all don't need sleep. Sean just hosted a restream at 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday.
Yeah, he's a madman. Well, the front of Thieves Town, pretty bare. All the goodies are in the back.
Yeah, thankfully it's full clearable, so we have that hammer to at least double check it.
Yes.
Ah, that's right. Sean reminding me that it was 5 a.m. and 11 p.m. yesterday.
Use the cape. Just use the cape. Use the cape and dash through. Caffy, use the cape.
I was
Caffy gets through a little cleaner.
But
we got half magic.
Yeah. And we have powder in case they wanted to lose their hearts there.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's Vegas, TJ? I'm gonna preface my statement there by just saying, the situation is bad, but I want to at least keep the situation light as well, so please don't be offended by any of my comments.
Cappy has actually carved off a little of Buttergrape's lead in this Thieves Town. I've said it before when I was commentating Game 2. Thieves Town is my favorite dungeon to clear. I know sometimes you might get messed up by the single big chest, but it's linear. You can do it at any time, just have any sword. I mean, you can do it with Hammer 2 or Cane of Burna, but like, relatively, it's all linear, so all you gotta do is just practice your lines and just go. This is the Dungeon of Speed. And it's the Dungeon of Quake. 2 out of 3 medallions so far. But which one opens Mire and which one opens T-Rock?
Unfortunately wasn't keeping track either. I have no idea if there's a small key and a dungeon item, or...
Well, they seem to know because they are both leaving it. So I'm assuming.
Well, they don't have
like,
a small key, so they can't
in...
check it anyways.
Yeah. So the key must be in the chest.
And welcome, Raiders. If you're just joining us, we are in the middle of our Game 3 of the Gold Swords quarterfinals between buttergrapes and CaffyJD.
And no, your tracker is not broken.
We are 22 minutes in, and we have a lot. Medallion notwithstanding, we are 4 items from go.
4 items from go mode. 20 minutes in.
Let me rephrase. 4 items from logical go mode, because they may not need that lamp.
That's a fair assessment, yeah. Four items from go mode, 3 items from YOLO mode.
God,
I want to go
from here.
I want to go to Mire Shed because then I immediately learn my Mire medallion.
Yeah, I honestly think do Mire if you're comfortable with it. Actually finish Mire and you're able to do so. Desert Palace is still completable. You could do Hookless Swamp. You go up the mountain, do all of that, and learn your TR medallion. Enter TR. Like, there's so many possibilities right now. You still have all of Eastern Light World to do, and Dark World.
Yep. I want Mire Shed. I don't know if I'd do Mire first. I'd probably be a pansy and do Desert first, just so I can maybe get some more resources for going into Mire. But
I mean, we have
if you go to Mire, if you're going to Mire, you're doing Dark Mire, which ain't bad, but it really just depends on your familiarity with it. You might just take more hits while doing that.
Yeah, that's
and
why
they're
it's
still in
just
Green
like,
Tunic.
That's why it's just like if you're able to,
like I can Dark Mire, but I'll take some potions with me, thank you. I would use my flute to go pick up potions from the witch, and then I could do like Desert and Dark Mire.
and like the discussion in chat right now, like going with no light source may be required because of how early it was accessible. Fire source could be in desert. It could just, there's so many places these things could be.
It could literally be anywhere at this point. It could be in Pendant Eastern, it could be a desert, it could be up in the mountain. Alright, so Caffy's also going to immediately go turn in the mushroom, and he's got the luxury of the flippers to get over there.
TJ, I'm with you. I'm still honestly sticking with Ice Palace. I think Ice Palace has what we need. I think it has the Fire Rod. At the very least.
Alright, so Buttergrapes is going to do the full Smith Chain effect, and he's getting ready to turn. Caffy's potioning up. I love this. Which means he is gearing up for some big old painful dungeons, of which Mire is probably on the list. Go on, Caffy. Mire Shed. Mire Shed. Go to 7. Or 6. I know my numbers. Go to the mountain first.
Yeah, I don't disagree with this. Get that save and quit with the old man. Then again, all the sets. Because the 7 items in Paradox Cave, plus the 2 items in Super Bunny, two items in Hera, Old Man, plus Spec Rock, and on top of Spec Rock. Like, there's just a lot of density checks up here.
Mm-hmm. If I got this much progression, I'm doing the aggressive play. I'm going to every single crystal before I hit anything on the overworld, unless it is en route to a crystal I was heading to.
I mean, Hera's up here, and plus to get the
Alright,
information for Total Rock.
burn him for turning in purple chest. Not needed, but could be handy if you're heading to Mire on like Dark Mire.
Unfortunately, Buttergrapes not having that book, so not able to check Bombo's tablet, but also not going to go check Agina either.
Tracker says he does have the book. Because they had a buttload of money and he was down to 400 something. So he might have seen King Zora.
Oh.
We'll find out. Oh, silvers are on the mountain. So I think he just wanted to get that out. He might go left now to Bombos. Yeah, he's going. Don't die on your way there.
Oh, flash warning, and I'm not sure if Buttergrapes has reduced flashing on, but if Ether is used again, I will remember to use a flash warning for Caffy.
Well, at simultaneous times, we're about to see both of our tablets. Will either of them pay off? No. Alright, Caffy and the Tower of Hera, 2 items to be found here. You're gonna hope you don't have to spend that key. Or rather, see where it goes. Caffy? It's a crystal, what are you doing? Is he really gonna save it until he can have hookshot for Herapot? He's gonna do the rest of the mountain and circle around, and then go back in that Hera. What do you think?
No, I think you might save this to be your last dungeon.
And then... I see what's going on here.
It's a very common play. I mean, I don't agree with it for this particular one. You're already up here. But chat reminding us they don't have fire, so they can't get in. They can't go up anyways.
Oh, logic. Oh, that's right. We don't have hook shot. We can't hear a pot. You gotta leave. Okay. Careful. Those red crabs hurt. They're jerks. Alright, so we go. Here we are in Paradox. Buttergrapes is in the minor shed area. I don't know if anything was in the shed, but there is nothing at checkerboard.
There was nothing in the shed. Grapes? Oh, okay. This makes sense.
Agina.
I don't know if I would have done this first, just because the having run out is a lot slower.
This is where you should end. This is where you should mirror out. You should do desert first, and then you do this last.
I mean, especially since you can't finish desert with your current equipment.
Because, oh, we don't have a light source. It feels like we would have one by now,
Yeah,
but it's the one thing we're really missing.
That's why I'd at least go check to see what's in desert before doing Agina that way, but they chose to do it Agina first, which, if you don't have the equipment, I understand not wanting to go in there.
Yeah. He's gonna jump down, see what's on the island, see it's nothing. Heading to Hobo. And Caffy's gonna give us our first look at can we get into TR? While also doing Super Bunny and Bonk Hookshot. Bombos!
So it is accessible. Do you go in and check that first check?
Yeah, I go in and check the first one. Because I'm not having the game throw me off on anywhere that would be considered like a one-off check.
Ooh,
I'm going in.
buttergrapes
Yep.
doing the TJ play.
Yeah.
TJ may get the answer.
Baking into ice. Or he got the wrong number.
I was gonna say, why does he also need to fake?
Oh, he's got flippers. Yeah. We're going Pod Eastern on Buttergrape side. And we're going Saha first. I forgot we haven't been here.
Buttergrapes? No Dark World and then just mirroring?
Guess not. Well, the game gave Cappy the keys. He can go onward through Turtle Rock. This is bold.
I mean, this is logical. Fire Rod, if the keys are in the right spot, could be all the way on Laser Bridge.
Uh-oh, the chop. Oh.
They do have powder, so they can at least get the fairy from this anti-fairy.
Caffy, please. There we go.
Lumaga, I will be so happy if that's the case.
I can't remember, but there was a race recently. I think it was one of the mentor races. Fire Rod was on Mimic.
One of my my Swiss races was both rods were in Swamp Palace.
I mean, this is still a big risk from Caffy's side. Oh god, he got hit by the eyeball. Because you still could have done Super Bunny before this. You can do other, like, the Bonk chest. Gosh, there's other crystals you can do before this.
No, I don't hate this at all, and I think chat's agreeing that this is a huge, like, you had all the equipment to get here super early. Why not?
Mostly, I just don't want to do it twice. That's why not.
Chad also, our tracker pointing out that it just takes so long to get back to TR, but I mean, it's not a bad play.
Oh, it's not a bad play by any means. Caffy. Okay, you're fine. You only have 4 hearts. Please don't die. We have 0 logical access to crystals, but we can do Dark Mire, provided like big key on cutscene chest.
We don't have access to Mire. We don't have Ether.
Oh, it's Ether Lock. I missed that. Okay then.
No,
So yeah, the CR stuff makes more sense. There, as I called it.
So there's Skull Woods.
Yeah.
This also now reopens up Turtle Rock from the beginning, so who knows what's in those first 2 checks outside of probably a small key.
Fire Rod Mimic Cave. Oh.
Quote of the seed so far. This absolutely stupid seed. Thank you, Lumaga. I am just so impressed at 30 minutes in.
And now the Ice Rod is going to be back at the start of TR. Cappy, don't. We don't have the keys. You have to go back to the beginning to get the keys. Oh, it's so dumb.
I don't understand why there wasn't a mirror there and just backtracking through.
I think he'll just like finish Hera, I guess at this point. But yeah, I agree with you. You could have just gone ahead and mirrored him. Maybe because he's just gonna assume Ice Rod is elsewhere.
I don't know. So here's why I don't think that was good. Backtrack through. If you don't find anything, you mirror back to the front of TR. You then come back up through from the TR side instead of the way that Caffy's currently going. Then you can go and check Hera, and then work your way down into Spike Cave, and you're not isolating anything than whatever's left in TR.
Yep.
We know there's a small key at least, so you're gonna at least get to Laser Bridge this way.
Caffey's not gonna take a coffee break. He's just gonna chill.
I'm gonna also respond to chat. So he did come in through Mimic. However, there's a door in that room past the big chest that you can then take over to the left side.
Yep. Essentially cutting out the need to go around again.
So it still would have been faster to probably mirror. You could have also just mirrored outside of Mimic Cave and jumped down, especially since he still needed to do Super Bunny and everything.
Alright, so Buttergrapes is doing everything else before going into Turtle Rock, if he goes in at all. So let's see here. Super Bunny. Oh no! That could be horrible for Buttergrapes. Like, you can go to Mire if you can do Dark Mire, and if a big key isn't on the cutscene chest. Alright, Buttergrapes is going to TR. McAfee is setting up for Buldorm. I just find it so funny. It is a forced double dip TR. And not like in a way because, oh, I found the item, I gotta leave now. It's like, no, I just had to go back and get a stupid key.
So, Button, I wanna just touch on that about leaving with the fire rod. Again, there's that door right past Big Chest to go back towards the front, and I still don't remember. He may have, but Super Bunny still needed to get checked. Hookshot Cave needed the Bonkable chest that needed to be looked at. There were other options that could have been played and paired with it instead of a save and quit. Personally,
It was
sometimes you just
probably
forget.
just a panic.
Sometimes you just might think it's faster, especially since again, Caffy just did Moldorm, which great fight by the way.
Yeah.
So it just comes down to really what we've been saying this entire seed is there's been
Oh my gosh, buttergrapes! Oh.
There's been so many options for these runners that sometimes mistakes happen. So.
And he doesn't want to go further. He's taking his key and he's leaving.
And like the chat's saying now as well, Ice Rod could be right there in the front. You go get that small key as well, then go all the way to Laser Bridge.
I hope you got a fairy, Butter.
I believe they do.
Caffy sees this ether and he's like, oh, well, shoot. Tempered is in Spike Cave. That is not insignificant. Caffy is also probably heading down to Spike Cave, so he's leaving the rest of TR for a bit. Don't die!
I mean, again, there's still so many options available to him. It's not the end of the world to have skipped the rest of TR.
Yeah. Hookshot Fire Rod's all we need.
Hookshot Ice Rod.
Sorry, yeah, we were... Buttergrapes needs Fire Rod. Yeah, Hookshot Ice Rod, might be.
I honestly still think these runners are making a mistake by not going to Ice Palace with how much you have now. Buttergrapes, a little bit more understandable not having Fire Rod, but you have Bombos and Half Magic.
You got Bombos, and now you got Hearts, and now you got Tempered. No, I'd be going Ice Palace before I do, like, Pendant Pod.
And this is kind of where I was thinking with Buttergrapes when he went to Saha, is go to Dark World. When you're running by Saha, mirror in, and then just finish your route, because now you can just mirror from here into Eastern. Had you finished Ice Palace before this, you could have done all of it together. So currently the only thing we know that cannot be on Laser Bridge is the lamp cannot be there. So we know the lamp is somewhere else other than TR. It could still be in the front of TR with that small key, but that's the only thing we know is that lamp cannot be there.
Realistically, we don't need that lamp. And Caffy's like, yep.
Well, for logic,
I think
just to keep everything in logic, because big discussions recently about, you know, spheres and what makes things in logic and making sure you're keeping track of that mentally.
Yeah, because let's think about that for a sec. You're not gonna find your hook shot unless you find your lamp. Otherwise, you're not gonna find your hook shot in like Dark Maze. You're not gonna find, unless it's in the front, you're not gonna find it in Mire. I mean, there are no chests in the back of Mire, but you get my drift.
You can't find it on Victories.
Follow your logic to get your stew.
Like, you're most likely probably looking at Ice Palace or Hookless Swamp to find your lamp.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like Ice Palace.
Or the front of Mire.
Cappy also gets to clean up desert because he pulled that fire rod and a mimic cave.
Buttergrape's finding that big key, though. That's not insignificant. One day I'll remember
Oh,
how
good,
to do that trick.
good extended. That's a good extended stairs.
Logically, this is also a place where you can find your lamp.
Yes, because of the torches.
Oh, there's an item in Hellway.
Yep. 2 keys will always be in this back corner of pod before Dark Maze.
Alright, so 5 checks left. We're still missing, I believe, 2 small key, or 1 small key, which most likely is in the vanilla big key chest. You're missing your map, which I feel like it's always here in Dark Maze.
Yeah.
So we're looking at 2 more items. There's one.
One.
Meanwhile, Cappy's already on land mode.
Mm-hmm. And silver arrows in hand, it should be pretty easy. There's the map as you called it. Oh, the rocks threw him off a bit. He's gonna get the miss the 1 cycle. Red mail. I didn't even know when he got blue mail.
Alright, so we are still missing 1 item on Helmasaur.
Now we're over to Eastern. Not committing to the Helma dig yet. More concerned with density. You know, Caffy is gonna go get his last item. He made a play that hopefully his item was on Moldorm. It wasn't. So he's gotta go open the big chest. Or what chest did you not open, Caffy? What's going on? You didn't go to the back? Oh.
They stole the key.
Sold the key. There we go. Logic's open.
Yeah, it
Now
still
we're going
makes
to
that
Meyer.
fire rod is required, so for logic,
That ice rod can be anywhere.
double dip of TR.
Yeah.
Forgot about the flash warning. Again, apologies on that.
Holy heck, that was a fast Skelly setup for buttergrapes.
Alright, Buttergrapes was item counting, so did at least make sure to leave before they got 2 in there. Will we see the dreaded ice dip? For TJ to be right, Ice Rod has to be, or Ice Rod or Hookshot has to be inside of Ice Palace.
Yeah. And I'd put Hookshot there at this point. Buttergrapes is going into Skull. Can't complete it, but he can see the items in the front. I suppose while you're in the area, if you're getting really nervous, you can do a ped check, but there's still so many items remaining.
I think honestly that may be what this ends up being. You have access to all 3 of your pendant dungeons. You want to make sure it's not going to be a time waste just to do them.
Yeah.
And barring a couple circumstances in Ice Palace, Hookshot could be on Ted.
Yup. There's the big key for Skull. A shovel! Oh no!
We're going to cutscene.
Yup. We're not going to cutscene. He wants bridge chest or lobby chest first. Now we're going to cutscene. One more chest that buttergrapes can logically get to in this Skull Woods.
I don't think we've seen an item yet in Mire at all.
We saw the shovel.
Oh, okay. Correct. I apologize.
And that's gonna be into Skull Woods for buttergrapes. Let's see, do we get a ped check here? So we gotta get to the other side.
No, it looks like we're gonna go over to
No.
Bumper Ledge and Graveyard Ledge.
Mm-hmm. Caffy already routed these 2 in. There's another item for you, heart piece. At cutscene chest. And that's all. That must be all of Caffy's items, I guess. He must have seen a third, because he's heading off to Viddy.
Pretty sure there's only 2 items in Mire.
Yes, you're right. And that's why I hate it.
Alright, say you're Caffy for a moment. Once you finish Mire, since you have the lamp, you have everything to logically beat it, where do you go now?
See, I didn't consider going on through Turtle Rock at the time you mentioned it. Well, I did say, oh my gosh, you gotta go back for the key. I don't know if that meant I would have done it at this point. I'm thinking ice, man. I'm all in on ice, and there's a green pendant there. I think the lamp said you don't need the lamp. I still just think it's ice.
Well, TJ, unfortunately, you would lose that one. Yeah, Caffy found lamp in desert.
Buttergrape setting up for potions, and Caffy setting up for Vitreous. Cape and Tempered. This is just going to be back and forth, back and forth. And a couple silver arrows by Viddy.
I still think if you're looking for your
At
dungeons...
fish.
I still think if you're looking at your dungeons, I think Turtle Rock is the best play. Ice Palace, full clearable, green pendant, it's another check. But if you're looking for your crystals, I think you need to go TR. I'm also still not opposed to doing Hookless Swamp, but Skullwoods is completable, so Skullwoods is my most likely destination.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm expecting Skullwoods to be dead. I could be completely wrong, but I'm just already assuming it's dead. Buttergrape's seen half of it. So where do I think the hook shot's gonna be? I think it's gonna be an ice.
I believe both items are in the back of Skullwoods, if I'm not wrong.
Can't remember if you found anything. Now, where's that ice rod? That ice rod is probably still on the laser bridge.
Well, Unfortunately, we won't know if it's on Ped. I'm really hoping when Caffy goes to do Skull Woods, we will get a pet check.
I doubt that. I think he just wants to go fast. He feels like his route's been good. He knows he found that Fire Rod and Mimic Cave, and he's gonna make use of it by heading up to Skull Woods.
Well, Buttergrapes is going to find their lamp, so they are going to be able to finish here in the desert.
Yep.
More than likely, we'll mirror over to go and do Mire as well.
And with Fire Rod in hand, Cappy's gonna start in the back of Skull Woods and work his way out. That way he can just go ahead and do the boss in the backside. Maybe he doesn't even need to touch any chests in the front.
So, just also responding to chat, we're not saying Buttergrapes is out.
Absolutely
But
not.
if you're gonna go back to Turtle Rock after you find the Ice Rod, you're kind of hoping you have found the Fire Rod by now. Knowing that Fire Rod's on Mimic Cave, you are probably gonna last locate everything in there, because again, once you find that Fire Rod, you still now have to mirror to go all the way back to the front, or backtrack all the way back to the front, just to go and grab that small key.
We're gonna see some simultaneous bosses. Mothula versus Lamola. Caffy gets the initial poke, and Mothula is playing very nice. Oh, he was for a second. There we go, easy done.
Yeah, and Cappy's still on Green Mill, so that it's not exactly the easiest fight, even with Tempered Sword.
Yeah, the moth control, the floor control, so very well handled. Crystals, crystals. 2 crystals for Buttergrapes so far, and 4 for CaffyJD. But now we hunt for the real prize. Let's find out what these items are in Skullwoods.
Welcome in, Raiders, from one of our great GoMo podcast moderators in Hawk. You're joining us with a very confusing Game 3 Gold Sword quarterfinals seed between Buttergrapes and CaffyJD. We had almost everything open 20 minutes in.
It's very in the bottle. Yeah, we had everything within the first 30 minutes. Then we found a fire rod on Mimic Cave. And then it's been pretty dry from there. We did find a lamp in desert.
And since the command doesn't work, just another shout out to Hawk. Hope your 12-hour stream did really well. Hope you're doing great. And I'm pretty sure the motto is yes, always blame Dante.
Yep.
Unless Andy's involved, then blame Andy.
I mean, Dante and Andy are 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah, but one likes to get the other in trouble too much.
Alright, a save coming out of here for Caffy. Let's see where he decides to go next. Ice Palace, maybe?
They're tooting away, so more than likely. And I don't think we got that pet check.
No, we did get the pet check. It's a fairy in a bottle.
Okay. So, rip hookshot, Williams.
Caffy just flew back to his house twice. I think he's trying to get to 5. Yeah, he's going pot Eastern. So he's going to give some time back to buttergrapes. I mean, in terms of density, pod plus Eastern is more dense than Ice Palace. But at this point, I think density is out of the question. The game wants to send us on the God route, and we just got to find it.
The difference between Caffy and buttergrapes, though, when they're going into pod and Eastern is Caffy already has the fire source. So it's going to make it a little bit easier to go and finish out both dungeons compared to buttergrapes when they didn't have anything. Oh, don't worry, TJ. That is one of the big questions I have on my list. It'll be first question. Why do you hate Ice Palace? Now, thankfully, we know at this point that they weren't punished too bad by not having to go in there. But you had full access so early on.
Yep. I gotta say, they're both probably feeling a little nervous now. How everything was open so early, and now all the checks are drying up.
Yeah, we've got Big Spot, we have Ice Palace, we have doing Laser Bridge, figuring out what that other item is on front of TR.
And it could just be waiting right there next to the key.
It could be here on Helmosaur, could be on Armos Knights. There's just a lot of question marks still so far. A lot of nasty one-off checks. I still like Ice Palace, but Hookless Swamp holds a very near and dear place to my heart. I also thought for sure when we fluted to Link's house that they were just gonna go check Shovel Check real quick.
Yeah, I thought so too. Because that's probably what I would have done. When I play my seeds, both in Zelda 1 Randomizer and this game, I play with the intention to full clear. And it's like, I will gain my advantages by doing the stupid stuff that my opponent will not.
Well, it's less about that. You've already fluted to your house twice by accident.
Yeah, it was already an accident.
You may as well do it. You've already cleared out all of Dark South World, so it's kind of so isolated right now that if you're already there on an accident, just take care of it. You can flute from the dig spot.
Yeah, and you can imagine if he had his mentor in the call with him, they probably would have informed him of that. But we're in bracket, baby! All the training wheels are off. No more help. Caffy's gonna hammer you up. Dang, he got an immediate. Dang, that was fast. Our buttergrapes is gonna do the dig. Survey says money that we don't even need because we're loaded.
I don't know, I'd still take it. At least have those potions. You only have 2 bottles.
Yeah. Alright, lamp in hand, this is where Buttergrapes goes to finish Hera.
I do just want to take this quick little moment to go and shout out both of our runners for giving us such a great race. Really an incredible series between these two. I really hope we get to see another race between them, either just a casual race or, you know, in a future tournament, because, wow. They have made the best of a really, really bad seed.
What started as a great seed has turned into what is normally typical, an ice rod and or hookshot hunt.
Well, again, that comes down to a matter of opinion on if the seed started great. We did find everything, but way too quickly. Just left way too many open spots that we're kind of in this position now of Fire Rod and Mimic Cave, and who knows where that Ice Rod and Hookshot is.
Oh no, it could have been horrible because we gave them Mitts and Dark World Access and Moon Pearl and Mirror so early. But then they routed it properly, both of them, and had pretty much everything in 30 minutes.
And while both runners also clean up, I also want to take the moment to also shout out our entire crew. Myself as both the commentator and the restreamer, but also my co-commentator, Malchior, and then also our tracker, Centroid41, for helping put on this restream with us, because without them, we'd just be, you know, somebody in a box watching 2 runners.
The anomalous void.
And while we can put on restreams without voices or trackers, we try to make sure that everyone gets their time in the shine. That means trackers, commentators, runners, and making sure that those runners have someone to talk to at the end of the race.
Alright, Caffy is going for Armos Knights, so we'll get one additional check here that we have not seen. When tempered, he can just stab down the. That's funny. The Igors.
And if there's anyone in chat that is not part of the Gumbo Podcast Discord and just found this stream by accident and was just like, well, what's this? Go ahead and join the Discord. Go ahead and learn all about A Link to the Past Zelda Randomizer, because we are always willing to go and teach new players how to run the seed, play the seed, just really get into rando. We try to put this tournament on every year, so if you missed 2025, you're more than welcome to try and join out in 2026. And we'd love to have you.
Alright, art piece. Armos Knights are dead. Yeah, we would love to have you. It's my first year joining, and I've had a great time.
And one last shout out to our schedule. If you like this race and what you're seeing, we are about ready to enter the semifinals of all 4 brackets. So go ahead and check that schedule out to go and see if there's any races you want to check out, any races you can check out.
Ice Palace, here we go. Buttergrapes is going for pet check. Alright, hook shot on Freezor. I'm calling it.
TJ might really face validation, and there's going to be so many questions at the end of this race.
Mm-hmm. But remember, TJ was originally calling Firelock fire.
I was calling
We
fire.
found-
Fire.
Ah, okay.
Both runners having the same issue of including the Legs House.
Pressing buttons really quickly. Buttergrapes also going for Ice Palace now. The knowledge is now pretty even. The crystal count. Buttergrapes is currently a Skullwoods behind because he doesn't have that fire rod yet. Good icebreaker from Caffy. Use a little menu buffer. Fire did lock fire technically. Did it? You didn't need your lamp to go through that TR. Alright, we don't have a key, so we can't do easy iced tea. We gotta go a long way up to Freezor first. Oh, Bombos lock. That's pretty funny. That is not a hook shot. But how about the big key chest? Or rather, the big chest. Gotta go all the way around. Grab the key and then go to iced tea.
And that's what I've been saying this entire time. Go to Ice Palace, get your green pendant, go do Pod and Eastern at the same time as checking the green pendant.
Nice. Well, they both got red mail. We're like never gonna die. So much defense. Caffy first one to cold stare. Got the bombos out. Setting up for a quick kill. Watch out for the ice particles. Almost too early, but he got it in there. Blast, 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 splash. A single rupee Ice Palace is a dud. Time to turn in that green pendant, and then also maybe time to climb up the mountain again. Now without a fire rod, buttergrapes, while not too dangerous with red mail, will just take a little bit longer in this cold stare, but tempered sword does work. Not green pendant. Oh, Caffy. Oh, Caffy. It could just be back in TR, my man.
Centroid also pointing out it could
Oh
just
my.
be Hooker Swamp.
Is he really going to go do Helmosaur? Oh, this is a long check. Oh, he's going catfish, pyramid. We haven't even seen pyramid. He's also checking hobo from the mirror spot. I forget that's there. Kind of hard to believe we haven't even seen pyramid. 115 into the seed. Buttergrapes has not seen pyramid because he came over here from the graveyard side, so he didn't bother to go down. Not pyramid. Buttergrapes is heading for Hookless Swamp. And he might find a hook in there, but he will not find a fire rod. Caffy's going for catfish.
Not only can he find that hook shot, he might also find that ice rod.
That's fair. It could just be one into the other. Bam, bam.
I think worst case scenario is finding hook shot before doing left side swamp. Because
I would agree.
If ice rod's on left side swamp, you might not ever see that.
Yeah, I agree. You absolutely want to find ice rod first. See, there's Buttergrapes now. Check out the pyramid. And now he's heading back to swamp. What is... Cappy, what Smith chain stuff have you left? Like, what is this? Where are we going?
Did they not do purple? I don't think they did purple chest, did they?
No, he left that for a long time. Purple chest has, Cane of Burna. You're right.
Hookless swamp. Hookless swamp.
Hookless swamp. Caffy. Oh, you're in the dark world. Mirror, flute. Why are we walking?
No, run. They've already done everything that's gonna, break the cycle. Just run and then mirror at the bottle guy.
Fair. That's true. Yes. We hadn't done Stumpy, I guess.
I could have sworn. Yeah, he did. So he's doing this to go and do the mirror spot. Or
the dig
shovel,
spot. Okay.
which unfortunately we know is nothing.
Yep. Given his proximity, he might also go into Hookless Swamp from here.
I don't know if I like this, because Caffy also didn't do Bombo's tablet, so I probably would have gotten back in the portal there at dig spot, and then ran down, did this, do Bombo's tablets, which we know is Bombo's tablets nothing, but it's still a check that they haven't done.
Yep. Also, look at this. Because it's Hookless Swamp, we can't Specky Clip. We have to use every key.
Which means we are more than, no, we can't do Diver Down. Never mind.
Why can't we do Diver Down?
Because we don't have a key to open that one first, to then steal the key, because you need that key to open that door.
I mean, you can Diver Down, go through the transition, and pick it up, right?
No, because you still need to open the door to flood the room.
Oh, to flood it first. Yep, gotcha.
But the key you would get is locked by hook.
Yep. We're doing it old vanilla style. That's right, we can't get that key that we would normally get in the big chest room that you would get through Hookshot. Caffey on the same route, Hookless Swamp. So this seems like, okay, this is going to lose Caffey a lot of time. He's just following in Buttergrape's wake. But when Buttergrapes rules out everything but TR, he's still got to go off the mountain to go to Skull Woods and then reclimb the mountain. When Caffey gets to TR, it could be the last thing he does. Well, depends where you find Hookshot. You got to come back off to do Swamp at some point.
No, that's why personally I think that Caffey is still in the lead.
Oh, he's definitely still in the lead.
I think we're kind of looking right now at probably a hook shot here in Swamp Palace, finish Swamp Palace, and Ice Rod on Pyramid Fairy. Caffey.
You can't do that. That's muscle memory right there.
I can hear it in mentor
I mean, I would just love
right
if Hookshots just put Hookshot on Laser Bridge or Trinex.
I can hear it in a mentor session right now. Okay, so when you don't have a hook shot, do it in the vanilla way, and then they just forget to do that.
Alright, well, Swamp is dead.
We don't know that.
I don't know where Butter...
There's still one more check here on left side of Swamp.
What is... How the... Okay, I didn't know you could do that. I've never done that. I always use the hook shot to get across.
This is the vanilla way of grabbing the big key.
It's been a long time since I played the vanilla game, I guess.
Which, we might see vanilla hook shot.
This would be crazy.
I know I'm gonna get an earful from both runners at the end of this.
Like, I probably wouldn't complete this seed because I didn't know about that other pit.
Just to answer chat, so I'm pretty sure Buttergrapes is playing with Palette Shuffle. Oh, that's Laser Bridge.
That is Laser Bridge logic.
Oh, no.
I mean, we've had it because we had Cape and we had Burna, but dang.
Oh, no. Graves, where are you going?
Buttergrapes is going to
just
do
use it to go to TR.
Else. Yeah.
Oh no, that might be the dagger. He was already behind, but... Oh.
He's confused. He really doesn't know where he needs to go.
Well, Button, I still think you feel better if you're Caffey because you have that hook, you have that fire rod. Now, you feel better as Caffey if you know you're us, where we can see everything. But like, even when Buttergrapes is forced to go to TR, they still have to grab that fire rod. That fire rod is probably going to lead them back off the mountain instead of just going and grabbing the front of TR. And then they're still behind Skull Woods and Swamp Palace.
Yeah, and if he grabs that fire rod, I imagine is almost like an immediate mirror to Skull Woods.
And to both runners' problem, let me rephrase. We know for a fact Hookshot is on Laser Bridge. 100% we know that. Because Ice Rod could be there, but then Hookshot would have to be on Trinex. We've run out of locations.
Yeah.
So, but if Hookshot is on Laser Bridge and Ice Rod's not there, Ice Rod is probably in the back of Skull Woods. Or sorry, not Skull Woods, Swamp Palace.
I'm gonna say not Skull Woods. We're done on Skull Woods, yeah.
So now it's a required triple check of Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
For logical access, because of that lamp being in desert.
Here we go. Caffey gets the bad news. There's only one spot we can go. And he's making it.
What a
climb
seed,
back the
man.
mountain. just imagine if you were to mirror back to the beginning of TR to grab that key to to do the rest of the digs. How much time could you have saved on this seed? 20 minutes?
Just having that hook shot so early would be huge for both runners. And
If
I want to make this
if
just clear
ice
on
and hookshot are on the bridge, oh my gracious.
I want to make this clear on behalf of both of us. None of that was critical. We are just analyzing the seed. We weren't criticizing either runner. We're just analyzing how bad this seed was, just logically. Both runners have routed it great, but the required logical triple dip of Turtle Rock, 20 minutes in, by the way.
20 minutes. Advanced logic does not account for Shield's Cape or Birder for laser bridge items. It just means, hey, can you dodge the lasers?
Thank you, Lomago, for that correction.
Still, 20 minutes in, TR. The game wanted it, the game required it. What are we going to have paired with our key up here? That's going to be a funny thing to see. Oh, you have to do this the long way because you ain't got hookshot. Ew. Don't miss. He went the wrong way, too. Alright, you can fire it from here. You'll be safe. Caffy, that's when you fire the rod.
To be
Okay, we're
fair,
good.
the way Caffy just did it, I do the exact same way. You want to make you want to make sure you let them last as long as possible.
A key and climb.
I'm pretty sure we've also found maps, so I think that there's one small key and four items, on Laser Bridge and Trinex.
Yep.
Caffy? Or buttergrapes? What are you doing? I think the pressure's getting to both runners.
I mean, he could do this. It can be here. Neither of them have done Helmosaur. But do they have all the items out of... I haven't counted. I don't know if they have all the items out of pod.
My question of what they were doing was the fact they put the Samaria block on the trigger, and then still was about ready to push the statue on there.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it could still be here. It would be wild. I think at this point, finding a required item on this Helmosaur is even more wild than the triple dip TR.
I think that if you find hookshot here, I think that there is a much better chance that buttergrapes can pull this out.
Yeah. We're gonna find out at roughly the same time. Oh no, Caffey's gonna go through this horrible room. Hey, he held the wrong way for a second. Caffey, you gotta go push the button. Caffey, your fingers are doing the wrong thing.
They're trying to get around it.
Just hold down right as you come in the door. And then you hold upright. Then you hold down from this second torch. Then you hold left from this third torch. There we go. Alright, here we go. Helmosaur. The only saving grace for buttergrapes.
Very nice fight by buttergrapes as well.
No, it
Hookshot
is here on Laser Bridge. There we go. Will it be followed by an ice rod? No.
See, we knew that had to be a small key.
Yeah. We knew one had to be something. The required logical triple dip Turtle Rock. Now, if you can do the Samaria block puzzle room in the dark and only have to do a double dip. So required double dip, logical triple dip. No portal saving because you have to go back to swamp. So bye bye portal. Horrible.
And that's
Horrible.
and that's saying that it's a triple dip if you don't count having found fire rod and immediately mirroring back or backtracking. If you count that as a separate trip entirely, that's a quadruple dip. I do
count that as a
Caffy-
separate trip. I do count that as a separate trip entirely because you have to revisit the whole dang dungeon. You're seeing every room.
I do think Caffy probably should have checked Hookshot K first, because that could have portal saved. Oh no, you couldn't portal save. You'd be in Dark World, but you're already right there.
Yep.
And just in case, it's just under the doormat.
That's fair, but he's got to get this crystal. So, and he already did LSS.
Well, you gotta get
Oh,
this crystal. You gotta go back up anyways, and you gotta run by it. So it's not the end of the world to have not done it, but
I get your point.
this also opens up Pyramid Fairy, so that's another 2 checks that Ice Rock could be in.
Oh Lord,
That's-
please no.
That's why I personally probably would have done Hookshot K first, but again, this isn't the end of the world. There's no crisis by doing this. It just opens up 2 more checks.
You gotta grab that key. You gotta grab that key, Caffy.
I'm telling you, I think the
like-
pressure's getting to him an hour and a half in.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, it certainly is. The seed started out so great, and then it turned concerning, and then it turned stupid.
I am so glad that we got this on a restream for their game 3.
They're never gonna let you roll a seed again. These 2 guys.
I always say that I'm not allowed to roll seeds anymore, but I have to as the restreamer. I just love Lumaga's reactions today of stupid, absolutely stupid seed, and now, oh good god.
All of it is accurate. Do we have Ice Rod? No. No. 2 checks remaining in Swamp, and I don't even know. I haven't been counting our items. Do we have Ice Rod? No.
Both runners also showing us why they are in the gold sword bracket. So let's use this time again to go follow our runners. And also go follow my co-commentator as well as our tracker. Because we are having such a great time watching these 2.
Oh, here we go. Simpsons meme. This is... Watch, you can see the exact moment when his heart breaks.
Well, it's still not over.
Yes, but his heart would still be breaking. Buttergrapes sees that fire rod 90 minutes in.
Ooh!
Ice Rod!
1 hour,
Argus.
32 minutes, 9 seconds. CaffyJD is in go mode.
Oh, back to Turtle Rock. Time to give Trinex a piece of your mind. All the anger and frustration of this seed is about to get let out on that turtle dinosaur.
I'm
Like,
just thinking about Trinex's ice head reaching around and putting the fire rod in Mimic Cave, and then Trinex's fire head is stretching all the way down to Swamp Palace and said, "Hey Argus, can you hold on to this for me?
Hold this for me, please.
I don't want
I
anybody finding
anticipate
this."
I anticipate some bad things tonight.
And then Trinex.
Everyone wants to blame Furious Prince, but we all know they're gonna come after me. So help me, my dude.
And then Trinex's main head is just like, "What? I thought they would have fun. Let
like
them come here so early. I baked cookies."
It's like boss told me this was a good idea. Buttergrapes is walking backwards through TR instead of mirroring. That's how much this is getting to him.
I mean, to be fair, had you found this 20 minutes in, I probably would have done the same thing. It's a little bit different this late in the seed. It probably would have been faster just to walk out the door, mirror, jump down, and go back up through Paradox Cave.
Yeah. I mean, even 20 minutes in, we had mirror 2 minutes in.
Yeah, but at that point, you still had all the mountain pretty much to check. You still didn't know anything. You still had Hera to complete.
What's so funny is we're getting a high five, but that high five is going in different directions. Oh, that's why he didn't mirror. He saved his entrance at the top. That was actually nifty. That was very nifty, buttergrapes. And here we go. High five. Same room. Unfortunately, buttergrapes will not be able to go on to try next. I bet we will hear every expletive in the book when he sees that hook shot on Laser Bridge at this point.
Unfortunately, Caffey
Because
is 2 dungeons ahead.
this is, yes, this is at this point now, save for Hookshot Cave, which we don't need because the hookshot just led to Argus, which led to Go Mode. This is a full clear.
Very nice save on Buttergrapes there.
I saw that. That was neat. A little early on that second ice rod shot. Still gets it done. Oh, no, no, no. It's not dead yet. You miscounted. Don't run out of magic, Caffey. You shouldn't. You're on half. Punch for the head. There we go. Caffey, please. He's so nervous.
They're not going to run out of magic. They're fine.
Don't run out of health. Don't die.
They have potions. Pretty sure he also still has
He's
his
not
fairy
using
in a
them.
I'm pretty sure he also has his fairy in a bottle still.
I hope so. Dang, that was efficient. Good spin on the head and then attacking the head before the weak point reveals itself.
Unfortunately, Buttergrape's going to do exactly what I suggested Caffey did and go to Hookshot Cave.
Yep.
Alright, so that's 7 crystals. It's time to play a game other than A Link to the Past. So, for anyone that's new, there are 22 checks in Ganon's Tower. Each one of those checks has the possibility of holding the big key. We're going to start taking some numbers in the chat. I'm already seeing a lot of them pop in. I see that you've already guessed number 9. So our tracker, Centroid, has already guessed 18. I'm personally going to go with 21 this time, just to give Buttergrapes a little bit more time to catch up.
Everything but, like, tile room.
Pretty much. This is the most numbers I've seen in our guessing game in a while.
I think because you called the game early enough. 1, piece of heart. 2, butter. And we're going hope left. Both runners did a full, opening right side over to compass chest last time.
I'm very anti-right side.
3, me too. 3 key.
through 7, still no big key. We do have 3 of the 4 small keys.
Well, this can't be as bad as one of Caffey's, I guess, Swiss rounds, where the big key was on the torch, and they didn't have boots yet because it was open randomized swords. But thankfully, the boots were on Bob's chest.
Unfortunately, buttergrapes missing that there's a full magic at the bottom of this room.
I don't even know if I knew that.
Well, the Gibdo dropped it.
Oh, okay. That makes a little more sense. All right, into my favorite room, Rando room. I've stopped counting. Who's got the count?
They've checked 9 already.
Well, I know that. I'm trying to find out who's winning. Oh, we gotta keep climbing, heading up to Ice Armos and Bob Chest.
So far, I see 3 numbers still in contention, plus mine.
Very fast bonk over the portal.
And also just want to give Buttergrapes the due that they have already completed Mothula at Skullwoods. They are making their way into doing Swamp Palace, so...
There it is, Bob's chest. Do we have keys?
Congratulations, Teeks.
Great keys. You win all of our undying love and affection.
Well, Dark Icarus might have something to say about that if we say that. I've restreamed her twice. I don't want to fight her.
Caffey cleaning up the mimics pretty quickly. And when we get to the top, this is going to be easy peasy, Ganon squeezy, red mail, butter sword, fairy just in case, and silvers. Oh, and cake. Like literally everything to make the Ganon fight just like a walk in the park.
This Link sprite still kind of throws me off, considering it's not actually red mail.
Randomized tunic colors. It's a common thing we run with in Z1R.
I think it's the sprite. I don't think it's... because there's no way to randomize that in Z3.
Oh, okay then. Caffey likes his purple.
It's okay, Darth. You could beat him up later. Thank you, Tracy, for letting us know that is the hat color Link sprite. Like, it's like, oh, it's a Link sprite. They're just using default, and then it's not red mail. It's like, oh, okay, so what sprite are they using?
A good one cycle on the Lamola. And unfortunately for Buttergrapes, with all the equipment at hand, even if Caffey were to fall again in a couple of times, it's so easy to go through phases 1 through 3 with this much offense.
I'm also still pretty sure Caffey still has his berry in a bottle.
Yes. Yes, that's why he would have to take like a legit fall in the pit.
I think it'd be more than that.
Oh yeah, a bajillion falls.
You would have to have their entire PC crash at this point, because they're still 2 dungeons ahead.
Yeah, let's not talk about technical difficulties at this moment.
I know it seems
Oh my
blatant.
gosh, you're right. Buttergrape still has to freaking climb TR again. Oh lord.
They were a dungeon and a boss fight behind.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
technically
A
two
dungeon.
dungeons because of GT.
A dungeon. Turtle Rock is more than a single dungeon.
It's disappointing that Buttergrapes may be going out like this, especially after the Incredible series. But just these races have been wow.
A
A
big plate.
lot of everything in 20 minutes. We're an hour and 44 in, so again, everything can change super quickly.
Yeah. And big play still to CaffyJD for digging up through that whole TR up to Spike Roller Cave.
Mimic Cave.
Finding the fire. Well, yeah, well, he dug all the way up, but digging up to Mimic Cave to find that fire rod. Early. And really kind of set this in motion.
Yeah, and this seed's also just kind of the example of rando is gonna rando, because we were throwing out all sorts of different theories and routing options early on, and had they followed any of our advice, and I mean us plus chat, we might be looking at a 2.5 hour seed.
Yeah, we did, Jack.
We would have dipped Ice Rod or Ice Palace so quickly.
You're like Master Sword, 5 hearts. I'm good. I'm going to ice. I'm like,
I
equipment
didn't say
first,
we
please.
were gonna beat Cold Stare. We could dip Cold Stare.
Oh.
You had Samaria, Hammer. That's all you really need.
Yeah.
And it was just out. Oh, and you had Bombo, so I mean, it was logical. The only thing out of logic was Flippers at the time, but we found Flippers pretty quickly.
The torch glitch, but we don't need it. Setting up Ganon for a triple. Missed the trips, but we got one more hit here.
Hit your GGs in chat for Mr. CaffyJD.
Finishing with an official time of 1:46:52. CaffyJD punches his ticket into the semifinals for the Go Mode Podcast Mentor Tournament 2025.
Alright, and Buttergrapes is gonna go and break down both heads of Trinex. And we are joined in the booth by Mr. CaffyJD. GG's.
Thank you.
What a race, huh?
Man, that hook shot and the ice rod. The ice rod wasn't too bad because it was just right there.
I mean, we've heard Turtle Rock was your favorite dungeon, Caffy, so we just gave you as much of it as possible.
Apparently, man. I thought about going back into it, at least for the fire roadblock chests. I didn't feel like going back in was correct at the time, but apparently I should have done that. Hookshot was just right there.
We had a lot of discussion about that. but the one question that I told chat that I would bring up first and foremost: do you hate Ice Palace?
I do. Apparently, I do.
We
Actually, I really like Ice Palace. It's just I don't know why I decided not to go there. But
thankfully nothing was
with
there.
the early bows, I'm like, certainly something's got to be in these stupid pendant pod and Eastern dungeons. Nope, not a thing. Fun.
Because
So
we talked about how you had Hammer, Samaria, you were missing flippers at the time, but you had Bombos, so it's just like, well, let's go dip Ice Palace. And thankfully nothing was there for you guys.
yeah, so yeah, everything. I mean, the fire rod felt great. I felt really good about the fire rod because being
That
as
was your
deep as
play
it
of the.
was,
That's your play of the game. Finding that fire rod.
this is a terrible spot. Um, so I felt good about that. But after everything after that, after my last crystal, I think was Fire or I guess Skullwoods. I just
Last
felt
crystal.
everything after that felt really bad. Just
Yeah.
trying to hunt down my last 2 go mode items.
Yeah, there was a lot of one-off checks that you had still, but I mean, you couldn't have predicted to go back to Turtle Rock. There was discussion about it, as I said, but when you had the entire seed open to you in the first 20 minutes, like, I don't blame you one bit to want to go dip, you know, Dark World. You had completable dungeons. Turtle Rock wasn't completable yet, so don't be too hard on yourself about it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I ordered just a little bit better. I'm not sure what held up. I mean, I have an idea what held up buttergrapes, but I don't
Fire
know.
Rod.
A
It was the fire
90-minute
rod.
fire rod is what held them up.
Yeah, that's rough. That's really rough.
They went into Turtle Rock just about the same time as you did, but as you went to Crystal Roller Room and found that Fire Rod and Mimic Cave, they stopped just after getting that big key and did not go any further.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
He was probably like in TR 5 minutes or so after you, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of decisions I wish I could take back, but you know, I'll take the win if I can get it.
We were discussing logic a lot during the seed because I don't know if you're able to see chat, but logically it was a quadruple dip of Turtle Rock.
Yeah. Yeah,
If
you
you
would.
count the fact that you have to essentially mirror or walk back to the beginning and then see the whole dungeon again.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when I wish I just kept going. Well, I couldn't. I couldn't because I had to go get the key from the front. So yeah,
Yeah.
that just feels bad. I also regretted not ordering the Dark Death Mountain stuff first before going in there. But you know, a lot of things that, again, a lot of choices I wish I had made differently, but we'll take it.
Yeah, at some point it's just, alright, what do I have left? Alright, I have all these crystals and everything, but, you know, bottlenecks are bottlenecks for a reason. They lead us where we need to be.
Yeah. I was really happy
Was
the ice rod was on Argus, because then I'd have either go back up the mountain to Hookshot Cave, I got Big Bomb, or kill Pendant.
yeah.
Helmasaur. So.
Buttergrapes is on the
And
climb now.
going to pin at Helmasaur is one thing that Buttergrapes did do when he was running out of options because he still didn't have that fire rod.
Yeah.
And it was 50 rupees on Helmo.
Okay.
Just want to point out from chat, I agree with them. Props to Buttergrapes for finishing this out. I know that, you know, once you see your opponent finish at 146 and you're approaching 2 hours, I know mentally it can be very, very draining and taxing on you. Especially in a seed like this where it's basically taking everything you've had to not lose your minds and want to forfeit after an hour.
Yeah. I was saying a lot of things I cannot say on stream to myself, finding those last 2 items.
Was there any part about the beginning of the game that made you nervous? It's like, oh, Mirror's my first item. Oh crap! And then okay, I got a glove. Oh, there's a moon. Oh, oh, there's a hammer. Oh crap! I can go anywhere in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's very daunting when you get the whole world in front of you. Just go pick your pick your poison, I guess. I debated on going directly into the dark world, Village of Akos, but I'm like, I got 3 hearts, man. I mean, I could probably do it, but it's just why put that strain on myself going in there that early. So I just
Yep.
decided to do my regular route and got a little bit more healthy and got some good stuff along the way. So
I think what really blew our minds was okay. It's time to go to Dark World. We'll route in this Light World stuff at the same time. First check, Hype Cave, Mitts. It's like, oh no. No, 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 no.
That was
Now
discussed.
everything is open.
That was discussed during your escape when we found, very good items. Was, oh well, mitts will be the worst thing they could possibly find right now, and then 20 minutes in, oh, there's mitts. Oh,
yeah,
It wasn't 20 minutes. It was more like 10.
yeah, everything is conditionally clearable because you don't have lamp or some kind of fire source. And
speaking of
this,
lamp,
yeah, a fun lamp.
that's what
uh,
made this a quadruple dip logically required, is that lamp on Desert Palace.
yeah, I'm really happy I found it before Dark Mire. I
Yeah,
just
were you
rolled
about to you're about to
smarter.
go do that? I was calling that out. I'm like, I'm certain he's practiced this with his mentor. It's not that bad. And now that he's got like the potions, like he could totally do it.
Yeah,
It all just depends if cutscene chest had big key or not. And then we find that lamp. It's like, well, never mind.
Well, he was fine if he went in without the lamp with cutscene chest. It was mostly just it being in the dark on the way to Vitreous that would have been an issue.
Yeah, I mean, if this time around, I'm saying if cutscene chest had big key.
yeah, I had to run through the logic in my head. I was about to go to the right side, but then I realized I only got 1 key out of the spike chest. So I'm like, I probably better do cutscene chest before going over there.
I wish I could
And
remember Meyer key logic.
I got lucky; it was there. So it wasn't anything
Here,
important. It was like a piece of art or something. But
here's my Meyer key logic. Do everything up to compass chest. If I haven't found big key yet, and if I have at least 1 key, do everything over to big key. Do cutscene chest last. That's my Meyer logic.
oh man,
I know Lana Beans in chat. She can explain Meyer key logic to us. All right, Buttergrapes is now done with Aga 2, is about ready to drop into Ganon. So let's go and see their fight.
How did he get that double spin? Why didn't he bounce off? That was cool. I just noticed that.
bounce off the staff if you do it correctly.
He didn't have the staff.
No, no, no. Oh, where? I didn't see it. You saw.
It was in phase 1.
Assuming he did it while he was spinning the staff.
He might have just done it. Oh, I guess so. Maybe he just did it really fast. I was impressed.
Thank you for that explanation, Tracy. I know that there's something about small key or an item being in that chest above cutscene, and then it says if one of these is true, do cutscene, and I forget which one. All right, is
Going
it
for a triple. 1, 2.
did
Not
also
getting
miss
it.
torch glitch, but just
Yeah.
like CaffyJD, did the exact same finish on Ganon.
Yep.
GG's to Buttergrapes.
I think they just ignore that torch glitch. That way they can set up for the easy triple. Yeah, GG's Buttergrace finishing with official time 158.57 after all the craziness of that Turtle Rock.
What an amazing series by both of you. We were in awe the entire time.
Yeah, some wacky seeds this series.
My bad.
It's all good. It's all part of the game, but yeah, that this last one being the icing on the cake with that turtle rock.
Well, that's why you should always go into a mindset of a race of every seed is terrible until it's not. We are just waiting on confirmation whether or not Buttergrapes is going to be joining us or not. While we wait on that, any other thoughts from the seed, Caffy?
Um, not so much. I think I said pretty much all there is. uh, that yeah, but thank you guys for the restream, comms and tracking. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate you guys picking this one up.
I would at least like to ask, was there any thought or fear that you may have had in Agassi finding that Master Sword so quickly as well?
Initially, I was planning on skipping the lumberjack check, and then I got that master sword. I'm like, well, guess I'm checking it now, just in case. And then everything started falling into place. You got hammer, you got glove, everything, pearl, everything was just fast and free in the beginning. So put that to bed really quickly.
All right, and
Hey
we
everyone.
are joined by our other racer, Buttergrapes. GG's.
GG's, GG Cafe.
GG.
That was a tough one. Hey,
Yes.
I wanted to say something. I'm completely exhausted. I hope you all won't think less of me if I just say my GG's and give you all a round of thanks and sign off for the night.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. Well, GG Cafe, good luck in the semis. I'll be rooting for you. And before I go, just a big thanks to all the tournament organizers, to y'all for the restreams, to my mentors, to my opponents, to everyone. I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot. And what more do you want?
GG.
Yeah, GG's. Okay, thanks for understanding, everyone. Have a good night.
Oh yes. Time to get some rest.
Nope, I'm good. Thank y'all both, or thank y'all very much, everyone here, for both putting this on and being a showcase for us tonight. What a crazy seed! Either toss it in the Hall of Fame or toss it in the fire. Yeah, I saw that. Because you swapped scene. Yeah.
Just to make sure that I could be heard on this, I swapped scenes, forgot to put an input. Just want to give one more shout out to both of our runners, Buttergrapes and CaffyJD. Go ahead and give Gomo Podcast a follow. Go ahead and give everyone a follow involved with the tournament. Really, really great, and about to enter semifinals, so it's gonna be great next 2 weeks between this. We're already in the finals for the for the fighter sword bracket.
I saw that.
So go ahead and make sure you're following them. Go ahead and give my co-commentator Malchior a follow, and go ahead and give our tracker Centroid41 a follow. I'm Furious Prince 97, and I guess on behalf of my fellow crew here, we wish you a good night and boot speed.
Boot speed. Y'all have a good evening.